as a straightforward crackdown on kids.
Well, that's where he evolved, I think, and there's this disagreement. And so, this story comes out. The police aren't furious about the language, although aside from the fact that it makes them look like they don't have control. They're really annoyed. It's not the phrase I wanted to use, because one of their items, Sergeant Fry, has enabled a young whippersnapper politician facing re-election to embarrass them publicly. So you'd think that the matter would rest there. And for a time it did, but fast forward 5 years, and we have another issue emerge around the same sort of things that this group of coppers arriving from Adelaide and moving these young people on. The mechanism they used to do that were South Australia's loitering laws, which were remarkably different from other states. In other states, the police had to show a cause, for want of a better way of putting it. In this state, no, you just had to move on. And they'd even go to the point of telling you, no, you go that way, not that way. So it was a blank check. Yeah, it was absolutely, and it was being exploited. There is no doubt about that. They're being abused and exploited.
And I'm not a lawyer, but again, this is resonating to me with the current debate over antisocial stroke criminal behaviour around North Terrace and Hindley Street. And the cops are saying, well, we want the powers that we would normally have on a Friday, Saturday night expanded, and they have been, and the area where they can use these expanded powers has also grown. And again, thanks to Wind Daily, we now understand that some of the people who are causing this grief are just setting up their swags on the other side of the line. They know where police powers begin and end. But as you say, it's newsworthy, but not you. So what happens? So 5 years later, the police are using these powers, and they're being heavily directed at Italian people. And then one evening, a young woman is driving with a friend down Norwood Parade, and a car stops suddenly. Spongy old suspension, skinny cross-ply tyres. And this attracts the attention of a local constable, who tells the driver to move on. The young woman in the car says, I'm not moving on. I'm meeting some people here at this coffee shop. I'm getting out to go and meet them. They arrest this young woman. It happened to be Dawn Fraser, who was in Adelaide at that point in time. Our most revered Olympic swimmer, who was yet to sort of face the controversy over Tokyo. That was to come a bit later on. But she's in Adelaide, she's training, her coach is here, she's had a pretty rough year, her dad's back in Sydney dying. The police arrest her, she gets hauled before the court on a loitering charge, hauled off to the watch house first of all. And that's the significant thing here, that suddenly this power the police have, that they've been able to use whenever, over any, basically whatever way they like, because they're often dealing with disadvantaged people.
Yes.
They've suddenly used this loitering power with a superstar.
And of course it becomes a super big story. And it sort of doesn't quite leak out at first. It's covered in the papers and so on. Then the Bulletin picks it up and digs into it and finds out that story of no one knew the story that I just told about. She was just driving down the parade with a friend and somebody squealed the brakes, and the whole heavy-handedness and injustice of it all came out. And she was offered an apology in court, if any inconvenience was, I think that's what you call a real conditional apology. Sorry, not sorry type thing. Anyway, the Bulletin says in this article in 1961, it's not the last Adelaide's heard of this, Gunston, who is also a lawyer.
More than happy as the Shadow Minister for a new
easy day.
Hopefully, yeah.
There's only 3 in front of you, mate. They'll just about be finished by the time you get in there.
Alright, well, that's good.
See you tomorrow somewhere.
Thank you.